your best performing campaign that is sitting at 10, 12 ROAS at the top of every single report that your agency sends you, and they talk about every time they meet with you, this one campaign that they're scaling is probably your least profitable campaign. Not because the numbers are fake, but what's actually counting. Let's get into today's video. Hello and welcome back to today's video. My name is Chaki, co-founder of Navarre Partners. We're here to help e-com business owners to scale with confidence. Here's the thing, if you got a campaign that is doing 10, 12 ROAS, you've tried scaling it and it's still not moving, that campaign is probably not your winner. It's just your mirror. Let me show you why that number that you're seeing is probably just your own reflection. So you got this campaign at that 10, 12 ROAS. It's what you want, what your agency wants, everyone is excited about, but you're frustrated because when you try putting more money into it, it just doesn't move. No one really questions about the winner because it's doing that number, but have you ever asked, who is this campaign talking to? That's the most important piece about this part. So first thing, let's make an example. You've got a branded campaign on, and when someone searches your brand, they get to that campaign, they click on, they see that ad, they click on it, and then they are maybe ready to buy or getting ready to buy. Or you have another campaign that is doing retargeting. Someone's already added to cart last week, and you're retargeting them to remind them to add to cart and go through the checkout process. Those campaigns are going to obviously give you that high ROAS because you've already done the heavy work in other top of funnel campaigns that has produced the potential customer at this point to generate that ROAS. It's a very small group of customers, and that high cluster of customers or potential customers is what these campaigns are for. So when you try to scale a cluster of people that's only ready to buy, it's not going to happen. You have to add more people into this cluster. That's where top of funnel comes in. So when you try to scale these campaigns with high ROAS, they are not going to produce more because it relies on other campaigns to support it. Now we know these campaigns didn't actually generate the sale. It was just there at the right place at the right time when the user is at the mindset to buy. It didn't generate any demand. It was just harvesting existing demand. Let's walk step by step on what's actually happening on these buying journeys of your potential customers on a bird's eye view. So when you run your ads on your full funnel ads on the social media network and on the internet, most of the time they're going to see a top of funnel ad through some of these channels: Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, or maybe Google search or Google shopping. Once they see those ads, they get interested and they search your brand for the first time. It's naturally what people are going to do when they get introduced to something. Let's Google it. And when they see your branded campaigns ad, they will visit your site. And when they get to your site, three things will happen. Either they're already very excited and ready to buy. You have a small group of that. Some of them will probably decide it's not for them. They will never come back again and they leave. The ones that actually leave and consider it, it's probably going through your website multiple times or your shop multiple times. So you look at every crooks and crannies of your site, looking at products, and then they leave and they think about it. They have to get reminded probably. So they see a retargeting ad through Facebook or TikTok, YouTube, or perform multiple searches that is related to your funnel. And they also have to do the due diligence. They have to read reviews, reels, or watch unboxing review videos and do a lot of research. If they are very analytical, they just want to make sure that they are buying the right thing for themselves. And when they do, they will search the brand multiple times. And when they search it second, third, or fourth time, there's a very, very high probability that they're ready to buy. So when you are trying to scale your branded campaign, it's missing this middle part right here, because you either get them on the first try or you get them on the fourth try. When they are on the fourth try, your conversion rate and your probability of getting that conversion is probably already way too high already. But it's a very small set of users That's why we cannot scale something that is very bottom funnel or someone that's already ready to buy when you're trying to skip all these hard work when your other campaigns are probably showing a much lower ROAS on. Here's an actual gap. ROAS is just an effect of the platform. Very few people look at the cost, the incrementality. What is causing the user or the potential customer to become an actual customer in your store? When you try to scale an effect without cost, you are not going to increase the effect because you need to increase the cost to increase effect. So when you try to scale with branded search, it never really moves because it has to increase through volume. And that volume is generated through a probably very low ROAS campaign. And that is what it's meant to do. The low ROAS, high engagement campaign that's actually engaging with your potential customers needs to be scaled. So then for the branded search, the high ROAS campaign to scale as well. You always have to increase the cost to increase the effect. So why hasn't anyone talked about this or look and dissect the winner campaign? That is because most agencies or media buyers are graded on blended ROAS. When we scale that low ROAS campaign, the overall blended ROAS goes down. That's where it gets icky. No one wants to really talk about it. It's risky. But you are sacrificing your business growth because we are not scaling on new users, because we need new users to grow a business and we need that to grow your business. With that, it's obvious that we should only look for new customers instead. I'm not saying we're going to turn that branded campaign off or those retargeting campaigns off. They are meant to stay there, or else we're going to get eaten alive by competitors. But with the top of funnel campaigns where it's doing what it's supposed to be doing with the right metrics, the right engagement rate, and everything that is pointing to the right direction of generating new users for your funnel, that's where we want to look at and scale. That's how we will grow your business to the next level. Here are two takeaways for you. One, if it's a really good looking campaign, it's most likely not really profitable. Well, it is, but it's just not scalable. And for the one that is very, very bad, it looks bad on paper, might actually be the one that is paying your bills. If you want to know which campaigns in your paid media buying are the ones that are actually generating new users for you, or the ones that are just retargeting, click on the link below in the description to book your next free growth strategy session with us today. We'll take a look at your overall business and look into your paid media buying to tell you what your next best moves are. Even though if you don't work with us, we'll still give you value. So click on the link below, fill out the form, and let's get to work together. Talk to you soon.